Good evening, morning, good afternoon, and good night, or wherever you are, or whatever you're doing, guys. This is the Clints QM or something. I don't have a name for this, but it's just a feature that I've been seeing. I don't know if it's popped up in RTM or if other people have been talking about it. Looking at the screen now, I've just noticed there's actually a tiny little giraffe here. It's more of a goat than a giraffe. Uh, One set of legs, another set of legs, and here's the head. So that's more like a dog or a goat, isn't it? There's no giraffe there, unless its head's up there, in which case it does look like a giraffe. Anyway, that's not what I'm showing here. Um, this price is back down here. You can see the grey line. That's where it is at the moment, which is why I went back to look at this area to see what it might do next week. And someone coming into my hotel room there. I certainly haven't paid anyone to. anyway, um, where are we? Where are we? So we have this area here where, let me just mark in. You got the series of highs along there, and they get broken up here. So come down. We're obviously, when we know what's going on in the future, actually prices headed way up high. So we know that this was a decision point before, because history has shown us that. But there's something discrete in here that I've been noticing more and more, and that's where you have this break here, and it comes, and this makes an FTR, which is right here. So this is the very tip of the FTR right there. So as an RTM trader, or whatever you want to call it, so here's the FTR, and this should be where price will, or can be where, I mean, you get take an entry there, and you can see the FTR to work down to the next supply there. So if you're taking this entry, you come out here. However, it shows that this was all to kind of get you in and out, because price subsequently took off, as you can see. So this FTR, before price took off, what did it do? Well, it faked out. You can see here, it's not made a new low. It's not made a new low here. This in itself is a Quasimodo. So low, high, lower low, higher high, and it's come right back, right there, right to near the tip. That'd be a fantastic entry. When was that? June 2010. Yeah, I wasn't a trader then. I'm not a trader now, but I didn't really have any idea about any of this stuff. So here you have this area, so you've got your FTR there, and it gets faked out, and we know this is a fake out because the price took off. So this, and I'm calling them like faked FTRs and faked flags and things. This point here, if you look at the low point is 0.82004. So I've made this line 0.82004, this line here. So it's blue line. I'll just make it active like that, and price goes off and does its thing for however long. Oops. So from here and off it goes, blah, da, 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 from 2010 all the way back to today. And if we go down to the, you might think this is coincidence, but it happens so often that I really don't think it is. Oh, I've gone too low. A minute. What's happening? Okay, yeah, sorry. So anyway, here's the line I put in. Yeah, it's thrown for. I don't recognize it because it's put the FTR blue box for. Oh, blue box forwards, which I didn't want to happen. Okay, so it's come all the way here, and it's come right back down, and then it actually here it hits that to the very same value, and off it goes up to the next supply, and you know, it just happens again and again, and it doesn't look like a big move, you know, but this is an hourly, and if you go down onto 30-minute, 5-minute, or there you go, in the 1 minute there, and this is the this is how I took that minutely accurate entry that I had last week, which was to within like a couple of pips, and it was the same thing. And it wasn't a big move, big winner. I think it went 40 pips, but you know, when you can make an entry that precise, maybe you're happy to. This one's 30 pips, but it's 30 versus like 2 or 3, you know. So if you have the proper trade management, then that can be you know, pretty significant. From this point, in fact, it doesn't go. It goes up to here. So if your stop was very close, maybe this would take you out. But then I think the thing to probably look at is over to the left of where the last place this line was, to see where it might fake out to, which I haven't done in this case. But let's do that. Let's go back to where the last place the line was. And see if there's something there. Nope, there was the line. So the very last place where it was, and by that I mean not the point I was looking at, which is in here, but the last place before price didn't come back again, so where it took off, which is here. So, you know, you could say, well, this is actually the FTR that it's reacted to, but where in that FTR was it going to react? And I think it's this that determines where it's going to react when it gets back there. That's a big statement. You know, I've no real evidence for that right now, but here's the yeah. So back. Oh no, I do apologize. So yeah, price was there, and back in here. Yeah, back in this giraffe, his beard, right in there. So that's possibly, and I had to look more into this. That's possibly where to put your stop, below that. So you're actually entering here, and your stop is below this. This might seem all very, is esoteric the right word? I don't know. And then when we arrive back here, you see that would have kept you kind of safe. I mean, that's kind of reduces your risk reward, but yeah, I mean, with these you can watch what's going on when they're happening, and that's how I entered this as well as a touch trade. So I probably would have entered it as soon as the line got hit and I saw this rejection. I probably would have just hit the buy button there. But this was 15th of December, and I didn't really have these clear in my head at that point, and I really still don't. And I go into Forex Tester to try them, but I find that so freaking boring, and I cannot stand the way that you can't move back and forth in time the way you can with MT4, and it makes me nuts. And I just give up. And whenever you have to change a time frame, it just makes me crazy. Anyway, I don't want to drone on too much, so I'll end it there. And if anyone's happy to go off and find these and see what you find, then that would be great.